when you crash hard, you have this kind of scary experience. You feel the pain, you're scared. And this time I woke up, I'm like, oh, where am I? Oh, I'm in Valpo. Oh, I f***ed up my final run. Oh, now I remember everything. I was checking my GPS, and here in the final, I think I was 74 right now.
Really? No way. You must be feeling confident. This is life-changing.
Yeah. The answer is I'm a racer and I want to win every single race there. I am having goosebumps now.
Going back to your win at Valparaiso at the start of last year, there was a bit of controversy around it, right?
Man, it was a crazy story. Like,
Hello everyone, my name's Rob Warner and I'm about to tackle a Just Ride podcast solo for the very first time. I'm in Italy for the Red Bull Cerro Abajo urban downhill race, which is fitting because my guest is the man who won it here last year, Tomas Slavik, a 3-time UCI world champion, one of the biggest dogs in mountain biking and in fishing. And don't worry, Elliot Jackson will be back for the next one. Make sure you watch this race live on Sunday, Red Bull TV. But for now, Tomas, come on in. So today we're joined by an urban mountain biking icon. You've seen him ripping down city stairs and winning multiple 4-cross world titles. And there's the odd fishing one that you might not have heard about. We'll get into those later. And now he's here on the eve of Red Bull Cerro Abajo, Genova, to share the stories behind it all. Welcome to Just Ride, Tomas Slavik. Mr. T is in the house.
Thanks for an amazing introduction. I love that.
Well, we go back a long way, really, don't we? We're just saying, like, I commentated back in the day on one of those 4-cross world titles. I remember it.
I remember the times like 2008, 2009, when you were doing the commentary, those wild ones with Nigel Page, and those were the days, like golden times of 4-cross at that time.
That's right. It was absolutely popping off. And of course, you transitioned from that to becoming, as I just said, one of the best street racers on the planet. You won this race here last year. What's it like to race a street race in Genoa? Because it was the first time we'd ever had one of these Cerro Abajos outside of Latin America.
Yeah, in Europe, it's hard to find structures and surroundings and elevation like they have in South America. It's really difficult. We don't have like the rule books here are a little bit different than in South America.
What do you mean? You're not allowed to fly down at 40 mile an hour through a pedestrian zone?
You just cannot find a hill which is looking like a wall, and you just cannot build houses there with the stairs. And that's what they basically did in Valparaiso.
Yeah.
But I would say Genova is some kind of like a European Valparaiso. It looks very similar from the top, and I was
It does. It's insane. It's a twin city, weirdly enough, right?
Yeah, when you're standing on the top, you're like, okay, where am I? No, I mean, we were just talking about it with few people today, actually, and we're just saying like it was a first year last year here in Genova, and it felt like it have been here for years, regarding the spectators, regarding the track, and everything was working great. So it was pretty, I would say, amazing first year kicking here in Genova. And for me as a European racing on a home soil, it was definitely a mission to take a win here. So older you get every year, you're like, okay, am I still able to do that or not? Then let's put it to the test. And I was really happy that it worked out here in Genova last year, and we made it happen. It was really, really one of the biggest wins in my career, I would say. And then
that's right.
Pretty good day in the office.
It really was. That's right. Stop the Latin Americans, you don't want to be beaten on basically kind of home soil here in Europe. Should we have a look at that winning run? You're going to enjoy this. Let's have a look at it. Imagine you're pretty nervous, but not for long, and straight into some stairs, Tomas.
Oh, man. Only just with watching it, I'm getting nervous because this is going to be happening in a few days.
You're right to be nervous about this bit. Is there a faster straight in street racing than this?
There's nothing faster than
this.
Look
at that.
It's insane. Like, I was doing the commented run and I couldn't talk here because it was so insane. And the compression here, it doesn't look like on the video, but the compression is like your eyes are flying out of your skull. It's like,
is that right?
Yeah.
Really? And then that nasty hip, and then one of the parts where I feel like you come to life here.
Yeah, like here, this is my place. Where this is my strong part. Where when it comes to pedaling and locking your bike.
Look at the watts being put down.
Yeah,
there.
this is more like similar to my background with 4-cross.
And this was insane. You squashed that like nothing.
Yeah, big one. It's a I don't know, last year it was 16 meters or something.
Big jump.
Insane.
You go around it. There was a few downhill bikes a bit tighter, but you wanted to carry that speed, right?
That's the thing. You will lose some speed with entering, but then you gain with the exit.
And fast.
But man, this is the fastest straight. This is like I was checking my GPS, and here in the final, I think I was 74 right now. At this moment, like something like 74, 73, 74, I'm not sure.
How scary is that for you?
Yeah, it's hard to stop the bike here. Like, it's like not that scary, but here, this section, when you're entering in such a speed, it's very hard to find a braking point and to connect to this one, because this one is really beginning to carry the big speed.
Horrible gap.
A lot of speed there.
Can you, as you see the crowd there now, you know, these street races are surrounded by people.
Man.
The atmosphere is insane. Do you lock that out when you're riding? Or?
Man, I didn't notice it years before, but I'm now starting to notice a lot. I don't know if it's because I'm getting more experience or something, but here, on the right side, you can see the screen.
Look at the crowd.
And I could see the green light. I could see the green light.
You could?
Yeah, I saw the green light.
I didn't know that.
I saw the green light, and when I was
Did you know it was there?
Yes.
So you knew to look?
Yes.
No, why?
I was looking there, and when I saw it, and I could hear people. Dude, it was like, man, I'm having goosebumps now. It's like...
No way, I didn't know
I could
that.
hear the crowd. It was like a explosion there. And I saw it, I'm like, okay, I'm on a mission. Now I need to squeeze, and I was pushing like crazy here.
And how motivating was that to give you the energy down the bottom?
Absolutely,
Not that you need any more motivation, but
like here,
and it's so tricky, technical terms.
Yeah, that's. I was fully aware that I can lose it, everything here, so I went really carefully here, and I lost some time. I think I lost 0.3 seconds here.
Yeah.
In the last part, but it's also due to my body type. It's not the best section for my style of riding. This kind of slow from zero to full speed pedaling sections.
Yeah.
But I went carefully because I knew that I'm in the lead. So So
amazing.
Man, that track is so physical and so fast. There's nothing faster on the circuit than this one.
No, it's like, I don't know, like going to a Formula One track or a MotoGP track. It's so much different.
I remember I did the first training run, and I was just like, okay, there's nothing like super sketchy on a racetrack.
Until you start doing 80k down it.
Until you start doing this, until you start to go full speed. I went the first stairs in the beginning of the trainings, was still a little bit wet. And I'm like, man, how I'm gonna like stand this? Like, how I'm gonna stay on that little pavement there?
Yeah.
And then at the end, we made it work somehow.
No,
it was good. It was good.
And that, this was the first round of last year's series. You went on to win Valparaiso for a record 4th time, I guess.
Yeah.
Only you and Antoni Lever have done that. I mean, that must be amazing to match your history with someone right at the start of the 20-year history of Valparaiso. Yeah, What's that mean to you? Is it important to you?
Every win in Valparaiso is important for me. Like, I would say Valpo is like the most historical one, most prestigious, most dangerous, and everyone's focus is on Valparaiso. To win in Valparaiso, you have a chance to win everywhere if you win.
It's the big one, isn't it?
It's a big one, man.
And that's on all levels. That's course level, that's history level, that's crowd level, that's dog on
everything.
track level.
It's like a full package. Yeah. It's like a full package. And I want to say that in the past we were making, the track, as I said, it's one of the most difficult. So usually it shouldn't be a tight racing. But last 3 years, it's it's so tight. Like 1 second, then you're 5 guys in 1 second on the first spot, which was actually this year's situation. I was first, and I think there was like 4 guys in another second behind me.
Yeah, you just had the edge. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Now, exactly after all those stairs, there's so many different parts of that track.
Unreal.
You've tasted the concrete. We talk about the dangerous street race, and it can't be getting any easier for you at 38. But I remember, was it 2019? Valparaiso, you were laid out cold for 5 minutes, unconscious, right? Was that the worst crash you've had in a street race?
That was, I would say, that was the hardest one, like in the way of sleeping there for 5 minutes and being off. But the crazy thing is, sometimes you are, when you crash hard, you have this kind of scary experience. You feel the pain, you're scared, and sometimes you wake up and you're like freaking out.
Yeah.
And this time I woke up, I'm like, oh, where am I? Oh, I'm in Valpo. Oh shit, I fucked up my final run. Oh, now I remember everything. Yeah, I ruined it. And I was fine. I was like, I woke up, I'm like, yeah, my ankle is a little bit sore or broken ligaments. And I don't have any hard and bad feelings about that crash. And whenever I walk through this place, usually you are like, oh man, I was suffering here.
Yeah.
And you're scared. I'm not. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine with this place. Like I was passing through this place many times after that time.
Yeah. And then we went, of course, those 2 wins you had. We went to Guanajuato series finals last year. You only need, I hate to bring this up, I'm sorry, Thomas, but you only needed a 6th place finish, right? Super tight racing now. That's not that easy to get. You've got to go for it. You did go for it. It didn't work out. Tell us what happened.
It was like pretty clear that if I would go like a safe run, then I think I can get pretty easy to top 6.
You would think that, would you?
Yeah, if I would go like not 100% speed, but 90, 95%, kind of like
just slightly back from the edge.
I think I would be able to get there. But the thing is, like, I could do this, and I would possibly do it if we would be having 12 races in one series. But we have 3 races, and I want to win. I never won in Guanajuato, and I want to win Guanajuato. Of course, it's cool to be the overall champion, to have the belt, and everything that comes together with it. It's cool. You can say like, oh, you are the overall champion. But as we had only 3 races in a series, I felt like I want to win there, and it's more important for me than the overall series.
Oh, I didn't know. I was going to ask you really, like, would the overall be more important than a race win? But you like the race wins, of course.
I don't regret. I don't regret it. I was really sad at the bottom because I missed it by 2 points out of 200. So, oh man.
God, it was quite hard to watch.
That was one of the reasons why when I crashed and I was down hard and I couldn't breathe, I was like catching my breath. And I knew that I need to grab my bike and go down as fast as possible because there can be someone else crashing and I will be playing for every single point out there.
Yeah.
So I went as hard as possible.
And it was a high-speed crash coming out of that container there, right? And you put it down to, actually, you run a lockout on the bike. You can lock the front and rear suspension. And you went for it a little bit earlier, right? You went for it in the container as opposed to just after the container, after landing, before that slight climb.
Yeah.
And that, you think, is what probably tripped you up.
Yeah, first thing was that I went just way too fast. That was the first thing. But the other thing that could save my butt was if I would be having open bike, but I locked it in the container in that half a second. I did just click and
There's a lot going on. You just come out, you just come down a flight of stairs on the left-hander at about 40 miles
turning in it, jumping in a container, having the biggest compression of your life.
Click the suspension.
And then sending it to the other right-hand turn.
Wow.
Ready for the sprint. And that's where I entered the place and I'm like, I'm too fast. I know it. And I just overshot the landing like big time. Landed to the ground and I could see myself flying already direction to the fences. So I need to turn. And when I landed, the wheels were immediately gone when I was locked. So I lost it there and I checked my GPS and it was 68 kilometers an hour.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No way.
68.
Off those stairs and that's mad.
It was fast one. It was really like... Ollie was actually standing there. Ollie was standing there and he's like, Slavik, what was your idea there, man? You were flying.
Well, you're
like,
brave.
I wanted to win.
Yeah, you go for it. And we, and it's nice to sit here and actually hear you say you have no regrets about it. That's actually the best thing to hear. Like, I love the fact that you just raced to win.
Yeah, I mean,
damn it. Let's go.
Like really, if we would be like in Supercross and we'll be having really 20 races,
right.
I will sacrifice that one race.
Right.
But at this moment, we say you're always as good as your last race. So I wanted to be the champion there. I didn't want to be on 6th place and go down there and take the belt above my head and say, oh, I'm the champion.
That said, does it frustrate you that you didn't get that title, or is it really... I mean, is it something you see missing from your incredible trophy cabinet, the overall of the Red Bull Cerro Abajo series? Is that something you need, you want?
It was crazy. I almost took it like it's almost like done. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. And there was I'm not sure if I underestimated it or not.
It was done. That's actually correct. We were talking about it before the race in commentary. It was yours to lose. And I guess sadly you did.
So yeah, as I said, I don't regret it. I wanted to win Guanajuato. Really, I never took a win there.
No, but the overall, I mean, does the overall really, is it a goal of yours to take the overall?
Of course it is. Of course, man, it's a big goal.
It is a big goal.
But for me, I was about to decide if it's this one race or the overall, but I couldn't like I'm a racer at heart, and I know that weight of the overall championship is big, and it's a big thing, but you know, it's the answer is I'm a racer and I want to win every single race there.
And I guess it's true about we got to mention him, the guy that has won this series 3 times now on the trot, the Colombian Juan Favelas. You know him better than anyone. He's your big rival. What sort of a rider is he, Tomas? Like, how hard is it to beat him, especially in Latin America?
I'm always saying, like, when someone asks me, like, how are these Urban DH riders? And I'm always saying, like, oh, in Urban DH there's many really good riders, but there is one really exceptional rider who's like sticking above everyone. I don't want to say like it's Juan Fer and then us, but it's like that. If he doesn't make a mistake,
well, it's nice to see you have the respect of him, because he is that good, isn't he? Let's be honest,
dude. I saw him going from little kid growing from like little rider coming to urban races for the first time, and now he's here, and he's your main goal, or he's like. When we're coming here to Genova, I'm like, of course, I want to win. I would love to win. I want to beat everyone, of course. But it's more about me beating Juan Fer because I know Juan Fer is the best.
Yeah, well, that's right.
He's the man. He showed up on a World Cup this year, DH. He won the qualifying.
He did. Just before he hurt his knee, unfortunately, but there's no...
I was so much cheering for him, because me, it's like... you know, you see that these guys winning the races where we are racing together, and then he's able to win a DH World Cup qualifying, and that's a big deal.
It's huge for him, isn't it? And he was. Yeah. It's such a shame, because that really was, well, apart from Red Bull Hardline last year with that amazing third, the first time we've seen him outdoors, if you like, in the dirt, showing us what he can do. Yeah. What's your urban racing start for you? What's your earliest memories of it? When did it become a thing?
I did started urban DH racing together with Philip Potts, because Philip told me like, hey Tomas, because I'm like, Tomas, hey, we ride four cross together.
That's right, and he's another street racing god.
Yeah, man, he's like, he was always having the hashtag urban DH lover, you know.
Yeah, so it's him. Back in the day, that's right.
Back in the day, man, it's like it's some years ago. And I remember he told me in some 4-cross race, he told me like, hey Slavik, we're having so much time, so much fun riding 4-cross, but my main mission is now urban DH. I'm winning the races in South America, and I think you would be really good in this. I'm like, you think so? And he's like, yeah, man, I can help you with that. I can learn you some things. And I'm like, he was trying to get me there for like 2 years. So he lured
you in a little bit?
Yeah. And he was my best training buddy. And the stuff I learned from him.
And I mean, he won Valparaiso, what?
3 times.
Three won it. I was going to say 3. Levers the only 4. You broke away from...
The Pulse gap at the top.
Which we saw back in action this year. And what was it? He did that the first time in 2000...
It was 2014.
14. That's right. On that, but so
on that by 26 inch.
That's right.
26 inch. No cash course, no inserts.
Not much suspension.
He was, I think,
not the brakes that don't work.
I remember 2014. I think it was the first time he was on tubeless.
No,
because before you were on the tubes.
Way.
So imagine that, like.
That's incredible. So and that gap is so big, you know, to say that it was done in 2014.
I don't like when it happened 2014. I remember I was going behind him in a training run. I saw it. I'm like, I don't believe my eyes. I just saw. I don't believe it. And it was more sketchy the years before.
Well, yeah, that's right. They put those boards in on the landing. Now, you know they weren't there
years
a
before,
decade ago.
It was no safety rule there, kind of.
No, that's right. Madness.
So he was the man, and the stuff he learned me. I remember we went to Santos, which was at that time in Brazil one of the most intense and wildest urban DH races I've ever been to.
Yeah.
And he told me, Slavik, we have only 3 training grounds. That's for sure. And there's a lot of gaps. So we go first run, you follow me, and we gap everything first run. I'm like, man, we cannot do this.
That is insane.
It's insane.
The pressure is unbelievable.
You'll be on.
Isn't it? The pressure and the ability to be able to learn and get up to speed, like you say, in 3 runs. I mean, that is a massive factor in urban racing. Like, forget it if you can't do that.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on that people don't know about.
Yeah.
Your bike setup. Now, I want to talk about this, right? Because you only ever run a single crown fork. You don't ever run a downhill bike. You run what I would call an enduro type bike, right?
Yeah,
what is it,
enduro.
160 mil travel
It's
front and back?
170 front, 160 back.
And a lot of people and you have got this option. You could put a downhill fork in that bike, right? And have what might be, a lot of riders call that the perfect bike, like the enduro frame, the downhill fork in it. You don't. You stick to this relatively, to me, short travel. You never look at a downhill bike, right? You never look at a downhill fork.
No.
This is what you run. Is that you know you can win on it? Is that why? Why don't you ever look at anything?
It's I'm as I said, I'm having a background in four cross, and you remember we were racing crazy tracks like Mont Saint Anne, which was full of rocks, big jumps and everything, and we were having a hardtails with 100 millimeter travel in front.
Yeah.
And the four cross changed, of course. The tracks are, I would say, even rougher now. But we still ride in with 130 travel with 650B wheels, and we can stand a lot of like gnarly things with small suspension. And I use it like my advantage in urban DH races, because the bike I have is lighter, it's better for pedaling, it's more, you can play more with the bike, and I feel
it's
more
shorter, I guess.
Yeah, I feel more at home on that bike. But there is a big change for me coming into this race. I have a bigger suspension.
No, you don't.
I have a
What is it?
I have a brand new bike.
Have you really? And what is it? Is this a bike? Go on, tell me.
It's like 180.
Oh, here we go. It's going up. Is that right? So
Yeah,
is this a bike being designed for specifically for this, or is it a bike you've adapted?
I was kind of with Ghost Bikes. I was like part of the process of creating the bike, developing the bike for last 2.5 years, I think.
No way.
And they came up 2 months ago. They came up with the bike, and it's really cool.
Is it?
It's really fast. It's full carbon, 180. You can. It's a double crown ready. So you can be 200 millimeters
you've got
on.
that option now.
I have the option, but I don't feel like I need it. For me, the biggest game changer is the rear travel shock.
The back end, that extra 20 mil.
This is, for me, it's mind-blowing.
2 centimeters.
2 centimeters.
Sounds like nothing.
2 centimeters in the back and 1 centimeter in the front. It doesn't
huge.
sound like
huge.
much, but it's huge. And for me, also the big change, I'm on a mullet now. I was not able to be on mullet, so I can be faster in acceleration again.
So you're going to run a little... What have you been running now then? 29 or
29.
No way. So you've got sort of turn better.
So yeah. I'll be, it's a good bike.
Good.
It's a really good bike. It's a light bike.
Perfect for the start of the series.
And in combination with flight attendant now.
So it could be the auto.
It's insane.
What about tyre pressures? Because you run them super hard. Your suspension, I know you run.
Yeah, I still do.
Unfathomably hard.
Because I'm riding a little bit different tires setup than the other guys.
Harder?
Yeah. Harder.
That's why I got to ask you about this though.
Yeah.
This is something I heard. I don't know if it's true, but you are the breaker of chains. Do you know what your max wattage power output is?
And the cool thing about my new bike is that I'm also decided to put the power meter on the bike. So I did some. I think I did already like 3 races on that bike.
Go on. What's the power?
But it's like 1.9, 1.85.
1,008.
Yeah, 8.
Sounds like quite a lot to me.
Yeah.
Like Olympic track
like on a
sprinting.
static bike, you can go 2,000, let's say maybe, but But in a race run, it's different as you getting.
Is that what you can put out? Is that the power you can put out? Look at a smile on his face. And is it true then that you run a brand new chain for every race, and those chains do not have a quick link in them? You know, like the link you can change. You put a rivet through to try and stop things snapping. In
2023, I snapped my chain twice in very important situations. And my mechanic, Vosak, just saying hi, he's definitely going to watch this one. And he came out with an option how to get rid of braking chains. I hope I'm not going to snap my chain and Karma doesn't hear it now. But we are running flat top chains.
Yeah, I've got one on one of my bikes.
But
they're
you
quieter,
don't.
right? That's the only reason I knew about them.
Yeah, they are 30% more stiffer or harder than the other chains.
Oh, are they? Because the extra metal on the top.
Yeah,
makes them
and especially the connection link is way stiffer.
Are you running the connection link now? Then you're not pushing. Pushing the rivet through.
You need to be on connection link. If you do it the way you say, like you connect it straight. That doesn't. We tried. It doesn't work for me.
Doesn't it? No. But it is a real problem for you snapping chains.
Yeah, but if you compare the connection link with the chains I was riding before and I'm riding now, that connection link it's a piece of metal.
Yeah,
it's a big one. But there is a problem. If you're on a flat top chain, then you cannot be on 7-speed derailleur. So we changed the inner parts of the derailleur.
They don't make it. It's not compatible. Done.
No, it's not. So we changed the inner parts of the derailleur. So we have the derailleurs which are flat top friendly. So we have this kind of mixture from SRAM, which is kind of, I saw some spy photos on Pink Bike, I think, that they're coming out with a new electric derailleur. And I could see a flat top chain on it. Like,
so is that.
That's nothing new for us.
You need the flat top chain.
We do that already 2 years.
You need it.
We do it already 2 years. So he came up with this, and I put it everywhere on my 4-cross bikes, on my enduro bikes, on my urban DH bikes. And I'm not snapping chains.
You must be feeling confident. This is life changing.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. It's like when you're having a very stronger chain, you can start snapping other things.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's right.
It's starting to happen
You're
a little bit, but we found it and it's good.
You can't contain him. So we're sat here at the start of the 25-26 season. You know, it's come a long way, this series, in 3 years, Red Bull Cerro Abajo. Where do you see it going in the future? Where do you see other stops coming? I think have you been to India?
Yeah,
Did you get there?
I've been there.
Because you had visa issues, right?
Actually, we were kind of like almost like confirming and designing the course before they did the race there, and I was doing one of my athletes projects over there, and I was there already, I think, like 3 times, and this year I'm flying there again for the race, and yeah, man, it's absolutely different culture.
And a different racetrack,
it's
Europe's
wild.
So different to South America. What's India like?
Dude, it's more similar to South America regarding the track. Yeah, because we were shooting there one location and we had to skip like 3 locations because the stairs were just too steep. Yeah. We couldn't stop the bike. We couldn't.
Really?
When we arrived there, I saw the old woman going up the stairs, and man, she was crawling the stairs like this, like a climber, because it was like this steep. I'm like, and they were like, okay, this is the stairs you're gonna ride. I'm like, I'm not able to ride it.
No way.
Or you roll it down, you kind of somehow survive, but then at the bottom, as it was steep like this, there was a compression like this, and you died in the compression.
No way. It was like that.
So India is also having some kind of a special rule books for building a stairs, I would say. Even I would say wilder one than in South America. So the track is really wild there, and there's gonna be a new track for this year, like extended version, and it's coming. Full Cerro Abajo track, like with all essentials. Like,
it's coming.
Really amazing.
Yeah,
really
it'd be great to go there with a series. One thing I do want to ask you about is going back to your win at Valparaiso at the start of last year. There was a bit of controversy around it, right? From your side, what went on there, Thomas? What was it?
Man, it was a crazy story. Like, first of all, what I did in the finals, it was not on purpose, but I think when it comes to the rules and rule books, it doesn't matter if it was purpose or not purpose.
No.
What matters more is if the rule was broken and the fair play connects was broken.
And it wasn't, correct?
No, it wasn't. And I know it from the previous years because this situation happened in DH many times.
It's happened since. It's happened since at Crankworks with Ryan.
I saw that.
That was weird.
That was weird. But really, like if you ask every single rider in 4-cross, he tells you Slavik is standing on the gate sideways. I'm always standing sideways, and I do this kind of like it's my starting technique. I do this kind of a loop like this on the gate.
Yeah.
I'm having my handlebars turned more left, always my whole life.
Yeah.
And I'm standing like this.
Yeah.
That's my whole life thing. take a look at every single focus race, and I'm standing like this. And you do this kind of loop. And as I was getting settled for the outside line, I did the same thing. But for these reasons, the organizer always puts the flag in there that you cannot go there. And the flag wasn't there. So I was really on the limit. Yeah. But in the final, the limit kind of didn't work out. And I crossed the line, starting line. I'm like, oh, fuck, what happened? I'm like, no, it's fine. I started with a pedal. It's okay.
Well, you're not going to go back
I know the rule that the rule
back.
is there. I cannot go back. But then what was the problem in my eyes? Like, we confirmed with the UCI marshals and commissaire that no rule was broken. We did a big riders meeting with Agurto, who was second, and Borba, who was third, with their team managers and with the race directors, and we had a discussion about this. I said, like, hey guys, if I broke the rule, there's a trophy on the table. I don't care. Like, I don't want to be the guy who broke the rule and still won the race. But UCI said, like, hey guys, we want to inform you, like, we cannot disqualify Tomas, or we don't want to disqualify Tomas because there was no rule broken. If there was no rule broken, there was no fair play broken.
That's right. The rules are the rules, and they got to start. That's right. That's it.
For next time, we're gonna put the flag in there. That it can happen in Guanajuato. We already had this kind of like gate, and in between there was a gate, so you couldn't do this, which is correct. Needs to be there.
Yeah, it's got to be there.
UCI World Cup, it's there.
That's right. And I hear that this year you're opening a restaurant, which I look forward to visiting in Valparaiso, because apparently you've got a lot of recipes, I hear. Huh? What's all this? What is that? You told me about this, and I cannot believe it.
You know, as there was not any statement from the organizer and race director or from UCI, people just saw that I went over the start line and they start judging me online.
You got a lot of hate.
Man,
especially as a rider from Chile that was edged in a second.
It was at the same time, it was a good learning for me and for also other organizers, that once something controversial like this happens, there needs to be a solid statement done by them. Then the judgment doesn't go by people who have no idea about the sport, who have no idea about the rules, and who say it's not fair, even though any rule was broken. And I say from my side, the only thing which was not fair was the comments where they were threatening me to come back with a bulletproof vest to Chile and stuff like this. But
it was heavy, mate. I mean, we're sat here now a little bit down the road, but I do know that it was really heavy on you. It wasn't. Yeah, it was. It wasn't fun. But the thing that kind of lightened it for me a little bit was the fact that it's the recipe. To send you a recipe is seen as a bit of a disrespect by.
Like disrespect.
Is that right? What is it? It's a Latin
something
American
like that. Like they send me the recipes of
recipe after recipe, right?
Chilean national food, ceviches, how to make a bread with banana on a pan.
And how many of these recipes did you get?
I think like I got like 200. 300 recipes. We're just working on the artwork for my new book, Tastes of Chile.
Oh my! Well, I'll be coming into the restaurant.
I'll give you one with the signature.
Oh, blimey!
It's gonna be spicy.
Chef's dish of the day.
We're gonna put the dishes and always the nicknames of the people who were.
Let's leave this there now. Then it's safe for us all to go back to Valparaiso.
I mean, like this. So I mean, like this was the thing, how they were punishing me for that. And I understand on the second place was a Chilean rider who was very close to me. Understandable. So if there would be a statement, it would be better that it wouldn't be such a shitstorm in the comments.
No, that's right.
But all the guys who are doing this thing, they know how it works. They know the rule now. For some, it's a eyes-opening rule because they're like, oh, we didn't know. But it happened. I was the guinea pig for this situation, and
it's done. But it's done.
That's life.
That's right. That's life. And we look forward to going back there next year. Mm-hmm. Because one way or another, that crowd is the liveliest there is on planet Earth. We said you come from four cross. Just quickly, how does that cross over? Is that what's made you amazing at urban downhill? Do you find it crosses over for you? Certain aspects must do, right?
Absolutely. Like, that's also one of the reasons why I'm riding this kind of like almost like a short travel bike.
It all comes from that.
Yeah,
and BMX before that.
BMX before, and it really helps you in that pedaling sections to be precise, to be explosive. The only thing I had to, when I was crossing over from 4-cross to urban DH, in 4-cross you're a sprinter. You're a sprinter or short endurance. But now you need to learn how to ride instead of 1 minute, you need to learn how to ride sometimes over 3 minutes. So this was kind of
your run here last year, it was incredible for me to see your physical effort. Like, I remember saying in commentary, you at your best, but to see you burying yourself like that, like you say, for 3 minutes and picking it up again and going again and again, I can't even begin to imagine the pain, right? It's like you're an athlete, but
I already feel the pain now. It's 3 days to go and I already feel the pain. It's sufferfest. I know it, but I like to suffer.
You do.
I'm always like, when I'm always doing the final run, I'm always thinking like it hurts. I want to stop pedaling, but I'm like, I sacrificed so much for it that I just need to keep it going. And every single pedal stroke counts.
That's right.
And
definitely,
I'm trying to do it everywhere I can. I'm sending the stairs as much on the limit as I can. And, it's also the thing when you're on the stairs and you're fit, you can speed up on the stairs. When you're not fit, you're not able to speed up and you losing control, you becoming dangerous to yourself. So being fit for this kind of races, I think can be life-saving experience.
Agreed, yes. Yeah, that's right. Has it got any harder for you? You're 38 years old now. You are actually, if you look at downhill World Cup racing or any other aspects of it now, you kind of would be out of back. But here, somehow you still compete with the very best in the world. Has it changed for you at 38? Do you notice physiological differences or not? Because you don't show any.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the test. I'm just testing how far can I go. It still works, but it's more and more work to stay on top or to be in the, now with all the static bikes and power meters and everything, you can control your power, you can control your cadence, how it's changing. And once I'm not training for 2 weeks, it's going so much faster down. It drops down so much faster than the previous years, especially the speed aspects. Like I'm still strong from 4-cross. I still have the power, but the dynamic power and explosive power and speed, it just goes down rapidly. Like so you need to really work on things you never worked on. But on the other hand, for me, for urban DH, your endurance, I don't need to work on my endurance that much as I worked before, because you're getting better in endurance once you're getting older.
Some of us have ridden up on too recently. I can definitely acknowledge that, maybe.
Or maybe it's not the endurance, but you learn how to suffer, or you learn to live in this discomfort zone.
Maybe that's it. And the tracks have got faster. They're getting faster. The gaps are getting bigger, and urban gaps. And it's not like a nice, like dirt rounded landing. You're talking about angles of metal. How do you now at 38 deal with that risk? Because I remember, when I was racing, like you get to a track, you don't like the jumps. You're like, I'm getting a bit old for this. But
it's crazy. For some reason, when I'm racing in the woods, I'm kind of like, when I go like 85%, I'm fine, all good. But when you go like full speed, I'm really not feeling comfortable. But here in streets, I don't know if it's
right?
Because we train for it a lot, and I ride it for so many years. And also with this history of downwall racing in the shopping malls, which was kind of like a good fun for the winter days when there was nowhere to ride in Czech Republic. We're racing in the shopping malls. It's also one of it's insane how much it gets you better in the street racing.
Is that right? Really?
Yeah, really.
It's incredible. I feel that like the South Americans, they grow up riding down flights of stairs. You definitely didn't. No. It's incredible to see it. What have you got left to achieve? Not just in street racing, but as an athlete,
For me, it's still to show that I can keep up with the guys, and I can still, in my age, I can still be there and be the guy I was 10 years ago. And I think with the results talking by itself, it just proves that I'm still there. It takes more work, but
must be a nice
I'm
feeling,
really enjoying the times. Like I don't feel anymore that much pressure as I felt before, which is kind of cool. but I'm the most effective when there is a pressure on my shoulders. So it's gonna be cool to see how it's gonna be working here with me.
You hate pressure, but because I always speak to you before the start of a race, and you're always, I can tell you're feeling it, but you have an amazing way of somehow, like you say, making it bring the best out in you.
Yeah.
Like, I can absolutely see that pressure on you though.
Yeah. I'm the one who creates the pressure on myself. Not the sponsors, not the people. It's me. I don't want to disappoint myself
You're
at the end.
Competitive.
Competitive with myself.
And now we're going to talk about something I have waited years to get you alone and talk about this.
Finally.
The Carp Fishing World Champion. Last year,
Here
right?
I
Are you still current carp fishing? You've been the carp.
I'm still it still didn't happen in 2025.
So you are the carp. I'm sat here with the reigning Carp Fishing World Champion.
Yes, that's correct.
What on earth's going on here, man?
What an honor.
How have you kept this secret? What is going on? What? Tell me.
You know, everyone talks these days about this life-work balance. And I think if you're doing this urban DH racing, which is completely insane, then you need to do something which is completely here.
Other end of the spectrum.
By the way,
big sign-off. Sit by the water, quiet. I've never been fishing. I think it's a bit slow for me, but I can imagine it's quite relaxing.
It's quite relaxing, but when it comes to carp fishing racing, like competitions, because you're competing not for, like, I don't know, you do the race run here in 3 minutes and you're done. But there you're fishing for 6 days non-stop.
How long is it? The World Championship is 6 days long.
6 days non-stop, 24/7.
No, it's not.
It is. Man,
what? Night and day? You have a little
sometimes you don't sleep. You just don't sleep. You're just catching, fishing. There is winds, storms, waves. It's changing the game plan of your team and everything, and you need to really work your ass off.
Fishing, well, it must be.
It's 100. It's 100. 100. It's the capacity is 106 teams all over the world.
Qualifying in
26 countries qualified in,
and you're the best of the Czech Republic, so you qualified in. And
no. I'm not saying we're the best in Czech Republic. We have very good carp fishermen.
You're the world champ.
But I'm the world champ now.
When did it start? When did you start carp? When did this Has it been a sideline forever?
I started fishing at the age of 5. I started fishing at the same time when I started riding bikes.
That makes a lot of sense now.
And it's still like racing is my life. I wouldn't change for anything else, but fishing is my biggest passion. And it's been like this my whole life.
And you fish most days at home, or what?
I was 7 years old. I was having a little backpack, and from our cottage I was going to the river to catch little fish, and then I was there for 3 hours, not talking, just trying to catch something, and that was me.
No way.
And it still is. It's crazy. So we're having the world champs in 4 weeks' time. So looking forward.
Are you nervous?
I'm really nervous.
Training up hard.
We're already talking with my teammate. We're already talking like twice a week, just for 1 hour. Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do if we gonna be sitting on this pack, or if we're gonna be in this part of a lake or this part of a lake, and what's gonna be the weather like in 4 weeks' time, and how is the fish acting now at the lake in?
Because you know
France.
about fish, right? A lot about fish.
Yeah, we know a lot.
Well, how does it compare to win something like this all out 3 minutes? Compared to winning a carp?
It's different.
What
it's absolutely different.
Like, did you go there expecting to come away with a Carp Fishing World Championship?
There was a lot of like carp fishermen all over the world saying like, "Hey guys, you're quite new in this because we competing only like 9 years, only, but we competing 9 years, and they competing for their whole lives, and they're like, guys, we know." The way you fishing and then the way you thinking that you're gonna win the world champs one day. And we're like, we hope, and then it came last year.
Well, congratulations on one of the most unexpected world titles I think I would ever imagine and put to you.
It's honored to speak about our carp fishing experiences here with you, Red Bull people, mountain bike people. I'm having incredible. A blast. I think my life mission is complete.
Well, we'll just get this weekend out of the way, and then you can focus on the fishing up to the World Championship.
Exactly.
And that's not the only thing actually in the future, is it? We got Castle Ride next weekend.
All right.
I'm commentating on this with Nikolai Rogatkin, no less. We're bringing in the big dog for this one. I know nothing about it. What is Castle Ride?
Man,
it's you and Janon is all I know.
Castle ride is, I would say, it's all about the location, which is the most unique I've ever seen in my life.
Where is it?
Like, it's in Switzerland. The city is called Sion, and it's having a city which is in the hill, and above the whole city is 2 castles.
Right on.
And one castle is having like a vertical drop of 150 meters to the top of the city, and it's only stairs. So you're going from the castle.
So there's an urban element
on the stairs only, on the stairs, and then you get into the like an urban area where you finish your race. So I think the trek is around, I would say, 1 minute is the upper part from the castle on the rocks and the stairs, and then you enter the urban part, which is more about, of course, stairs. But it's more about high-speed streets, big jumps, wall rides, shark fins, because we're...
So is this an all-out street race?
It's an all-out street race, but there's a one trick, which is also like...
I knew there was a twist to it.
The first thing is that the location is very special, but the format is very special. We have Urban DH race, which is... We're going to ride our separated Urban DH race. It's only for 15 invited Urban DH athletes. But then... in the lower part of the track, we have also freestyle course, which we're going to be also riding through our Urban DH run. And on a freestyle course, there is 15 freestyle mountain bike athletes invited, and they're going to be racing their own separated race on this. And the trick is here. Then it's going to be team competition. So if you win, if I'm in the team, for example, let's say I'm not saying it's gonna be like this, but it's gonna be like this. I will be with Thomas Genon, for example, because I was in charge of Urban DH and he was in charge of freestyle. If I come, I don't know, third, and he wins the urban, he wins the freestyle, then we are the team winners.
I got you. So there's separate competitions, but brought together in the overall.
Yeah. So there is.
It's going to be rad, huh?
It's going to be rad because you will also cheer for your teammate in the other disciplines. It's going to bring 2 other completely different sports together, and it's going to bring more experience and more drama for the people because you won the Urban DH race, but now let's see what your teammate's going to do in freestyle, and I think it's pretty cool.
Well, it sounds brilliant.
It's a different format.
It sounds brilliant. Who doesn't like seeing... Cool. Yeah, you're going to
really
see
cool.
stairs bombed and some amazing tricks, huh?
Yeah, I mean, right. And I just received some videos from the guys there building the track already now. Man, the jumps are huge.
That's right.
It's looking really cool. So I think it's going to be a really cool experience on Red Bull TV.
And that is going to be live on Red Bull TV a week Saturday. So the Saturday after this Genoa street race. That's going to be good. Well, Thomas, it's been amazing to sit down with a UCI World Champion of Carpfishing, the reigning Carpfishing World Champion. That is the big one, mate.
Thanks, man.
I wish you luck here on race day, and I wish you luck in a month's time at the fishing as well. Which one do you want to win the most?
The best scenario for me is double win.
There you go. He's competitive.
Thanks, man.
Thanks very much, Thomas.
Thank you.